Hello Sagittarius, welcome to Truth Well Told Tarot. I hope you're well. This is your weekly tarot reading from the 20th to the 26th of January 2020. Can't believe I'm doing towards the end of January already, Sagittarius. It's just crazy. So, I'm going to pull an overarching tarot card to see what the message is for you. Okay, it's just fallen out. Wow, we have death. We have death. You know, this is a beautiful card. It's a card of Scorpio and of Pluto, the planet of death, destruction, transformation, rebirth, regeneration, all of that kind of thing. So this is about ending something coming to a close. There's a finality here, drawing the line into something once and for all. Shedding an old skin also, releasing old baggage, old weights, old burdens, old limitations, old ways of thinking, all of that kind of energy. There's real liberation in death, and that's what this card represents. It's the Phoenix Rising card. It asks you to rise in your own true light now, shed the old skin. All the attachments, old baggages, things that don't serve you anymore, shed that old skin. Because, you know, the white, and you do see white on this picture, is the alchemical, is the colour of the alchemist. It is transformation. So it's a transformative time, but there is something that you need to now end, draw to a close in order to move forward. Yeah. Okay, what do we have, please? What is the message? What is the energy for Sagittarius, please? Energy for Sagittarius, 20th to the 26th of January 2020, please. Yeah, you see, this is a card of liberation as well, which is interesting. The garden and the gate. I'm going to read that out to you, Sagittarius. So, abundant prosperity, staying safe. This card shows a peaceful young woman in a beautiful blossoming garden. However, the gate to the road outside to the garden is locked, while the girl wears a key on the chain around her neck. This card upright bodes well for the financial scene. In fact, there may be a lot of money or other personal pleasures coming your way at this time. But be aware the choice to stay in the seeming security of this lovely garden may actually be motivated by habit or fear of the unknown. The beauty is enticing and worth enjoying, but you may not be giving your spirit the freedom to roam. While it's fine to amass a great deal of wealth, don't let it keep you from your karmic path or from living your truth. You have the choice to shift your focus, widen your spiritual perspective, and gain the world that is just outside your gate. I feel for some of you, you know, Death card does represent an ending of some kind. Something might have ended in your life, you know. It could be you finishing something in your life as well. But there's liberation in that, or needing to. There's liberation in that, you know, Sagittarius. And this is also a card of liberation, reaching your potential, not playing it safe, you know, as well. There's real potential around you at the moment. Okay, yeah, you're ready. The cards are saying you're ready. If there is something that new that you're thinking about, Sagittarius, for some of you, obviously not for everybody, now is the time to branch out. Because the Death card is rising in your own true light. You know, it is rising brighter bigger, stronger than ever, you know, having shed an old skin. And I feel for some of you, the garden and the gate is, there may well be some security or stability or whatever you have. And maybe you're concerned about, you know, moving to the unknown. But this is a card of saying you're ready. You're ready. Yeah. There's liberation in these two cards here. And expansion. Interesting. Let's see what we get with the cards. So I'm using the Marchetti deck, the Tarot of Dreams here. You know how I like my Marchetti Sagittarius. So the first card is the past position. Then we have the present, your challenge, advice from spirit, and outcome. Okay, first card was turned over. Yeah, this is your card as well. Saturn in Sagittarius. Okay. And you see, that is a 10. There is an ending here. Okay, or a completion. Queen of Wands, card of Aries, is in your present position. Your challenge, oh my goodness, the sun, you see? This is linked to the death card in some way. I'll explain that in a moment. The Empress, yeah, this is your advice from spirit. And outcome. Yeah, Four of Cups. Okay, angel spirits, guides, can we get clarifiers for the cards on the table, please? Starting with the past position for Sagittarius. Can we get clarifiers for the cards on the table, please? Okay, let's do one more. You see, I've just halved it, look. We have the sun, and I've got the Ace of Wands there. New beginnings. Again, the sun energy. This can be coming through the other side of a situation. After death. Yeah? So, let's see what we have. Yeah, we have the Hermit and we have the Chariot. Clarifying the Ten of Wands. Okay, the Queen of Wands is clarified with Seven of Swords. We have the Six of Wands, the card of victory. Two cards of victory here in the bottom so far. The Sun. Clarified by the King of Cups. The Empress in the advice from Spirit is clarified by the Four of Wands. Let me just pull one more card. The World. Beautiful. And the Four of Cups. Oh, it's clarified by the Ace of Swords, the card of victory again. You've got 3 victories in this reading. And it's overcoming challenge. 3 of Pentacles is the bottom of the deck. Okay. You know, that death card is asking you, what unnecessary baggage is stopping you from rising in your own light now? What is weighing you down? Because it's time to release. This is a 10. And you know, Sagittarius, Saturn in Sagittarius is where you're feeling that pressure that Saturnian energy puts on you. You might have gone through some tests, some trials, some obstacles, because that's what Saturn does. It is the great teacher in order for us to reach our potential. But, you know, it's not easy, that Saturnian energy. It is quite a cold planet. And this is why you felt that. This is why you felt that. Whatever burdens that you're carrying, either within, or whatever burdens or whatever was weighing you down in your external environment, it's a 10. There's an ending here. And it's time to recognize that. Death is saying it's time to release the old. The Hermit, card of Virgo, and the Chariot, card of Cancer. So those signs might be playing a role in your life. The Virgo is healing, raising your vibration from within, making sound judgment calls as well. The Hermit's of sound judgment because he's a teacher as well. I feel for some of you, now is the time to understand what you need to heal from, what you need to release. This is a card of healing. This is a card of coming to terms with something, finding acceptance, soul searching, but also moving past whatever internal obstacles that you're facing to move on, to raise your vibration. So allow yourself to move forward in your external environment. The Chariot is an internal journey as much as it is an external one as well. This is certainly about getting the reins of your life back into balance, moving forward at speed, eyes on the prize, to a goal. There is victory and success associated with the Chariot for that reason. But the Chariot leaves something behind. Generally you see a village behind the Chariot. It's not in this card. But it moves from the past to the future. And there is a refocusing energy that needs to be done here, I feel, for some of you as well. And you see the Chariot is also, it also represents releasing weights that no longer serves you as well. And I feel, and it's generally internal weights, and I feel it's linked to this, the 10 of Wands. Whatever weights you're carrying, whatever baggage you're carrying, whatever's weighing you down, Sagittarius, it's very much time to release it, take the reins of your life and move forward. Yeah, because you're finding, this is finding answers, finding wisdom, acceptance from within in order to move forward full speed in your internal and external environments. So a beautiful card there. Yeah. You know, the Seven of Swords, I'm just going to say the Seven of Swords is a card of deception. Now, this can be our own self-sabotage, where we hold ourselves back, where we make excuses. I mean, you know, we all do it from time to time. It is a card of self-sabotage in a way, but this can also be where you've experienced some lies, deception, underhanded dealings, motivations, agendas, all of that kind of thing in your external environment. Certainly with the Queen of Wands, it is somebody who uses that power, who uses that passion, and it could be anger as well in this respect, you know, if it has occurred in your external environment, and really channel that into bringing success into your life, because she is fire energy, she is Aries, and she is somebody who uses that energy, her power, to really be successful, to achieve, to fulfill her passions, her desires on every level. And that's why she is very much about success, achievement, fulfilling her potential, all of this kind of thing. There's a big message here of also focus on your strengths, play to your strengths now, not your weaknesses. She is very much understands her weaknesses, and that allows her to really play to her advantage, maximize on her strengths, make calculated decisions, choices based on her strengths, on bringing her the advantage. She understands how to attract as well. She is one of the great attractors. She's very magnetic. It might be somebody in your life, an Aries, Sagittarius. You know, I could say there could have been some deception, you know, with an Aries, or some lack of truth that you're getting over. Could be in the love front, could be in business as well. But certainly as an energy, she is very much about calculated choices, trusting your instincts, playing to your strengths in order to achieve, in order to really attract opportunity. There's a message that whatever this was, you're overcoming it. The Six of Wands is overcoming a challenge. and they're discovering what they're made of, you know, because this is one's energy. It is all about power, potential, passion. Somebody who has faced a challenge in some way, shape or form, they're now putting it behind them. They're restoring balance in their life, harmony, because this is a 6. And they're moving forward at full throttle, full drive, saying bring it on, because they've discovered what they're made of. And maybe you've been through that situation, Sagittarius, where you've come up against challenges. Certainly would have with the 10 of Wands and 7 of Swords. And it is time to get back in the driving seat now. It is time to understand your own advantage, your own strengths, make calculated choices. I think the King of Cups is an energy. I mean, some of you might know, I mean, the Scorpio is appearing twice, so there could be a Scorpio in your life as well. Certainly, you know, sometimes this can be about being offered an opportunity, as can be the Queen of Wands. Can be in love, can be in business, you know. We have Cups, we have the Wands energy. I just feel, certainly as an energy, this is somebody, you see, he's standing in the water here. He sits in the middle of the ocean, and there is a message of, you know, the ocean in tarot, the water in tarot, the cups energy is all about our emotions and feelings. He's mastered his emotions and feelings because he's sitting on top of the ocean, understanding fully that he could very easily sink miles beneath it when he allows his emotions to get on top of him. You might have been through an emotional situation, Sagittarius, something that burdened you. The Sun is saying you're coming through the other side of that situation now with full clarity on where you're going. This is where you're coming through the other side of a situation, as you have done on the 6 of Wands too. But this is somebody understanding their power and their natural power, seeing everything clearly. There is good news, celebration, material success. That's a tongue twister. Material success associated with this card, Sagittarius. So yeah, it's such a card of good news, joy, good things to come. But it is about pushing down walls. It is about coming through the other side of that wall. And in order to come through the other side of the wall, you have to liberate yourself from what's gone. You see how they work together? So yeah, it is a powerful, powerful card for you, but it is such a positive card. For me, the Sun is the most positive card of the tarot deck. But you have to master your emotions. You have to rise above something that has pulled you under the water. And you will do, because we have victory here all over the reading. You know, with the World card, you know, this can be worldly success. It really can. I certainly feel for some of you that it also can be about endings as well. So certainly the World card can be about celebration, achievement, goal, achieving your goal, but it is a major ending of a cycle here as well. So, you know, not dissimilar to death in a way, you know, it is talking about the ending of something, closing something, but stepping into a new phase of your life, bigger, better, stronger, more experienced, more worldly wise than ever before. And yeah, I just feel, you know, certainly with the 4, you see the 4 corners here. I mean, there's greater stability and security here. This can be a card of marriage, the Happy Home card, getting greater stability in your home if that's what you're looking at. This can also be, certainly if it is about love and letting new love into your life, because the King of Cups is here, this can go to a certain level of success. So there is marriage, engagement, celebration to do with relationships as well, associated with the 4 of Wands energy. The Empress is about embracing the new, the birth of something new. She can very much be connected to love and money in particular. She is the co-creator of her life. She understands how to create her paradise on earth. As you can see in this abundance that surrounds her, she lacks for nothing. And that is from within in order to lack for nothing in her external environment. She understands absolutely how to use all her skills to really bring wonderful abundance, fulfillment into her life. She's just a fulfilling energy. And she says there's a promise of that around you now, but you have to do the work to make it real. And I think that's associated with that too, to anchor it. Because 4 is about stability as well. And I feel there's an anchoring that needs to be done here. You can achieve and give anchor to what the Empress promises, but you have to embrace the new and release the old again. That is the message of the Empress. She's the birth of new relationships, new jobs, new business ventures, new phases in your workplace, all of this kind of energy, new ways to make money, all of this kind of thing. There's such promise around you now. So it is about making use of that now, Sagittarius. Being the co-creator of your life, that's what she asks you to do. And she's reminding you that, like her, you lack for nothing. And I think you're discovering what you're made of now. Yeah. Because we have victory. I really like the Ace of Swords because, my goodness, it's hard won. We have the 4 of Cups. And the 4 of Cups is somebody who just isn't open to receive new opportunity, isn't there to receive uplifting energy, isn't, and this is your challenge. This is your challenge. The Sun is very much about coming through the other side of a situation, but awaken from within as well. The Sun is a big awakening card too. It's the awakening of the soul. That's what Waite called it from the Rider-Waite Tarot deck. It was referred to as an awakening of the soul as well. So I feel for some of you that, and it can be very similar to Judgment in a way, this card, for that reason, but it is such a beautiful card. There's real awakenings. This is number 19, Judgment's number 20. So you see how it goes. This is coming through the other side of a situation. And this person is crossed arms, crossed legs. They aren't open to receive. And I feel for some of you, you need to make space for the new now. You need to make space, declutter, maybe make decisions, choices based on your instincts, decisive choices now in order to move forward. But I think you will, because the Ace of Swords is very much a card of victory, a card of success. It is a new beginning, powerful new beginning, and it's hard won. It's given to you by God, the divine, the universe, very much aligned with your destiny, getting a greater picture, a bigger understanding of your situation, seeing everything clearly, making choices, decisions based on that clarity, speaking your truth if you need to speak your truth, because this is the divine nudge card. You're being told now is the time to move forward, and I feel for some of you it is about cutting ties with whatever's gone on in the past and embracing new beginnings with that new clarity, because the Ace of Swords is that victory card. The 3 of coins is stay focused. This is somebody who is bringing greater foundation into their life when they use their practical abilities, knowledge, know-how, and they focus their energy. This is a very good sign in terms of business and career, in particular, Sagittarius. What you focus on now, when you really focus your energies, what you're capable of, and your passions with the Queen of Wands, you can really reach your potential, and it is time to take the first steps, because this is the beginnings of this happening. This is Mars in Capricorn, power, energy. In Capricorn, the sign of status, business, career, all of this kind of thing. So you can understand that this is very much about, for those of you looking at status, job title changes, furthering yourself, your place in the world in terms of business and career, this is very, very positive. In relationships, Sagittarius as well, this is where you're looking for a relationship for the long term, which could possibly represent here as well, though I am feeling this is slightly more business orientated. But nevertheless, the Gate in the Garden is saying, your current position, are you fulfilling your potential? Are you thinking about venturing into the unknown? But for some of you, maybe you need to draw a line into something or bring something to a close or release from something. that no longer serves you now, in order to really rise in your own light, because this is about stepping into your light, the Sun card. Yeah, and for some of you, now is the time. Okay. What do we have, angel, spirits, guides? What is the message? We have light. The Fairy Queen of Light comes to shed love and light onto your current situation and to remind you that light can penetrate darkness. Yeah, time to step into your light. Yeah. I hope you enjoyed the reading, Sagittarius. If you did, please do like, share and subscribe. I hope it's a wonderful week for you, and I will see you next time. Thank you.